Ladies and gentlemen, Trusty Patches here, and I hope that you'll enjoy the images I put up. These are the characters that are going to be in this segment. As new characters arise, I will add their pictures. So, last time when I left off, Ichigo and Uryu were fixing to go out hollow hunting. Well, Orihime saw them leaving, so did another person, Chad. As they went to leave and everything, Chad and Orihime followed them. Well, Chad not really able to, control his spirit pressure to see what's going on. Orihime, on the other hand, saw it. She saw everything. All she saw was Ichigo transformed into this new outfit. Uryu sitting there just using a spirit arrow and energy arrows just to shoot and kill these monsters. So naturally, they had questions. But when Ichigo and Uryu got back, Chad and Orihime asked them, what's going on? What were those monsters? And Chad goes, monsters? All I saw was Ichigo wearing this outfit, and Uryu over here, Ishida, he just, no, I don't know what the hell he was doing. He looked like he was shooting an arrow. Or he may explain to Chad, what she saw. Well, as things started progressing, Uru and Ichigo kind of spilled the beans about it. They told him. Ichigo said, I am a Soul Reaper in training. Uru here, he is what's called a quincy, and they told the whole background story about it because they were friends. Well, Urahara happened to be, listening from the side, and he goes, Ichigo, I see that, you're telling dirty little secrets again, aren't you? Rukia standing right beside him. God, Ichigo, you haven't even been a Soul Reaper for a month, and you're already telling humans what it is? Ichigo goes, hey, it's not my fucking fault that Orihime, my friend here, saw what was going down. So they took a deep breath, and they got everything settled out. Well, a hollow came out of nowhere, and this is the first time that Chad actually saw one. It was brief, and it was kind of just an outline of it, but he saw it. Chad moved Orihime out of the way, and with a fit of rage threw a punch. Well, right as he did, he noticed something. His arm changed. It looked like armor, like an armor arm. He didn't know what was going on. Well, when Urahara saw this, he went, Ichigo, my boy, maybe you are onto something here. But don't worry. We'll figure this out. Rukia instantly said, I'm going to have to report this to my brother. Ichigo goes, oh yeah, speaking of your brother, how is Byakuya? Rukia goes, same as always, you know him. He's just there, upholding the law. Urahara goes, well, the way you speak about it's like you don't want to uphold it. Rukia said, no, it's not that I don't, it's just, I do believe that there are certain things that, should be allowed. Like, for instance, these two humans, they have great potential and power. Why shouldn't they know about stuff like this? Ichigo goes, yeah, and Uryu, he agreed with him. Urahara goes, well, Ichigo, Uryu, the lovely Orihime here, and, Chad, you're just fucking muscle. Chad just gives a thumbs up. And everyone goes, really, Chad? Really? Dude, you've really got to stop doing that. Chad goes, doing what? Urahara decided to invite them all back to his place, his shop. For underground, he had a training ground. That's where Ichigo and him trained. Uru had, he stopped by, he's trained there before, he knew about it. But Orihime and Chad, this is the first time them being there. Orihime just looks around and she goes, who would have thought that something like this existed under this little shack? Chad goes, I would get lost down here. If I get lost, please come looking for me. Ichigo started laughing. He goes, don't worry, man, you're not going to get lost. But if he's planning on doing what I think he's fixing to do, shit's about to hit the fan a little bit. So, the training commenced. Chad got better control over his arm. At least enough to where he could summon it at will and use its power. Orihime, on the other hand, learned that she had a certain type of power, spirit release, to where she could heal, attack, and defend people. This made her, just happy. She felt like she could actually do something now. She could help Ichigo out, the guy that she had a crush on. Well, after about a month of this training, Rukia came back. And she had someone with her. Her brother, Byakuya. Byakuya saw for his own eyes, not only are these humans, able to, produce this kind of skill, but also Ichigo, this new up-and-coming Soul Reaper, is able to, produce power so much. And Uryu, a quincy? He's working with a quincy? Well, Byakuya didn't really, care so much about that, but he started realizing, something's not right here, but the law must be upheld. So he looked and he said, Ichigo, explain yourself. What is your reasoning for telling these humans? And Ichigo said, they saw the hollows. I can't erase their memory. What did you expect me to do? Sit there and go, this is all a dream? What the fuck did you want me to do? Byakuya, he wasn't happy about it. But since he, kind of understood in a way that, things, there was nothing he could do. Nothing he could do at all. So he said, how about this? We're going to give your group here, and Rukia, he looked over at his sister, a chance to prove yourselves. The captain of the guards will test y'all. Y'all's job is to make it past them. You make it past them, you may fight a captain, you may fight a lieutenant. But you must all make it. For if you don't, all of you will be sentenced to death. And that's not my orders. That's the order of the first captain. Now, not even Ichigo met the first captain. Rukia has met him in light glances, but never fully. Urahara, on the other hand, started laughing. And he goes, how is that? How is that, old man? Byakuya just looks and he goes, I remember you. Kisuke, right? And he goes, I prefer Urahara, but sure, you can call me Kisuke if you wish. Are you gonna train them? Well, naturally. Got a problem with that? And he goes, make sure they're ready. Didn't say any more. Left. Well, Rukia's just sitting there and she goes, how did I get dragged into this? And Ichigo goes, you put yourself out there, Tattletale. Rukia, not really happy. She goes, well, where the hell am I going to sleep? Well, that's when Urahara chimed in. He goes, oh yeah, Ichigo, I forgot to tell you. I talked to your dad, Ishin, not too long ago. How do you feel about Rukia bunking with you? Urahime just started blushing instantly. What? Girl, Ichigo? No! Ichigo's like, I really don't care, but, where will she sleep? Rukia goes, I'll find a spot, but, I can't really, be seen or anything. So they set up a plan. Rukia would go to school with them. And in return, she would also teach Ichigo how to better control his Kaidos. So they all set forth the plan to train, to take on the 13 guard. Whether it's a captain, a lieutenant, all they know is the way Byakuya was talking, it's going to be a one-on-one fight. So unlike the anime, to where they bum rush the Soul Society to save Rukia, they have a better chance now in a one-on-one fight. They don't know who they're going to fight. They don't know where they're going to fight. All they know is they have to pass this test, or all of them will be sentenced to death. So instantly, their training commenced. Ichigo was lucky enough that Urahara was willing to train him to unlock a special technique, Bankai. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Ichigo is going to get his Bankai early. Rukia's sitting there and she goes, Bankai, Rukia's sitting there thinking, she only knows Shikai. She don't even know Bankai. How in the hell is Ichigo going to know Bankai? But then Rukia had a question for Urahara. How did my brother know you? Urahara just smirked and he goes, that's our little secret. She instantly just brushed it off and she looked at Ichigo and she goes, you know something. Ichigo said, me? Nah, I don't know nothing. She looked at Uryu. Uryu wouldn't answer. Orihime and Chad, they're oblivious. All they know is, we need to train hard or we're gonna die. So they start training their hearts. They're pushing their bodies to the point where they're collapsing on the ground. Barely even able to stand some days. Other days, they're lucky to even crawl. But they train the hardest they ever have. The hardest they ever thought that they would. Ichigo, after a couple of months, finally did learn his Bankai. And boy, was it one hell of a Bankai. See, unlike him meeting in the anime the false version, he met the hollow. He met his inner self, his true Zanpakuto. His power immense. Uryu did his training, sometimes at Urahara, sometimes by himself. He went back to the Quincy ways, to the old school, and started learning how to better control himself, how to amplify his spirit pressure even more. Rukia, watching Ichigo learn it, she asked Urahara, is there a way that you could teach me Bankai? And he said, yeah, for a fee. Rukia said, and what fee would that be? Money? Souls? I know you deal in both. And he said, no. He said, I noticed the girl Orihime has a crush on Ichigo. Rukia goes, yeah, I noticed that too. And Urahara called her out and said, I noticed you've been staring at him too. He's pretty popular, that Ichigo, isn't he? Rukia said, I don't know what you mean. Urahara's like, oh, come on, girl. Don't play. You know exactly what I mean. She said, so what's the price? I want you and Ichigo to go on a date. She said, a date? No, there's no way in hell I'm gonna go on a date. No way, no way. And he goes, well, then I guess you won't learn your Bankai. One date. Good! Well, okay, I'll show you how to do Bankai. So he taught her. He showed her how to open herself up more, to better listen to her Zanpakuto, to understand her Zanpakuto better. And in return, Bankai was achieved. Now, they didn't have time to go on the date. By the time all their training was done, and they were finally where they thought they should be, they were ready for the test. A test of might, a test of skill, a test of endurance. Orihime learned how to control herself, how to control her power. Chad has better control over his. In fact, he even has a second armor piece on his arm now. La Muerte, the death. Uryu can fire arrows so powerful and in so quick succession that you can't even see them. Ichigo, spirit pressure just beyond anything that anyone's ever could imagine, has Bankai, and he can control it to the point that he is damn near unstoppable, a force to truly be reckoned with. Now, we're going to go ahead and cut it here, and I hope that y'all enjoy this video, and I hope that y'all enjoy more videos to come. I do want to go ahead and, give thanks to everyone that, has been watching my videos. For the ones that, did leave like and comments, I really hope that, that y'all keep doing that. I mean, I love feedback, and I by far love making friends. I believe that, the bigger that this can grow, the more that, I'll be able to do. So I really hope that y'all continue giving me continuous feedback. And for those that are having problems in this troubling time with the riots going on and the pandemics, and for those, God rest their souls, that did die from the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus as it's called, I hope that the families out there, or friends, even acquaintances, co-workers, I hope that, we can come together in this time, and that we can kind of better ourselves as a community as a whole. Because I hate to say it, in times like this, it's really going to hell. So I will be uploading more videos, maybe not in a great succession, but I want to try to at least do 1 to 2 videos a day. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, only you can start a forest fire.